Welcome to another Crafternoon to Go program from Westerly Library in Wilcox Park. This week we're continuing our handmade holiday series and making Wine Cork Reindeer Ornaments. This is a fun project for all ages and it makes a great gift for family and friends. Here are the supplies that you need to make 2 reindeer ornaments. If you reserved one of our Crafternoon kits, you should have all of these in your bag. And please note that we are providing you with glue. This is a all-purpose glue, but if you do have a glue gun at home, it will make this craft a little bit easier. In addition to what's in your kit, you'll also need a razor blade or a sharp knife, which you'll use to cut the cork. The first step is to prepare our wine corks. This is a completely optional step, and if you're using a sharp razor blade or a utility knife, you probably won't need to do this. To prepare your cork, all you need to do is steam or boil them for 10 to 15 minutes. Once they've cooled enough to handle, you can begin cutting them. Steaming or boiling will make it easier to cut through, and it'll also help to keep them from crumbling. Please note though, this should only be done with real cork and not any of the synthetic ones, for example the Redwood Creek. Our next step is to cut the corks. Each reindeer will use 3 of the corks. Take your first cork and put it to the side. This one will be the reindeer's body and it does not need to be cut. Take your second cork and lay it on its side. Cut through the cork at about the 3/4 mark. Then put the larger piece aside. This will be your reindeer's head. Take the remaining 1/4 of cork number 2 and lay it down flat. Then cut it in half. 1/2 will be your reindeer's tail, so you can put that aside now. Take the other half and cut it in half once again. These will be your reindeer's ears. Now on to cork number 3. Lay it on its side and cut it in half. Stand both halves upright and cut them in half vertically. These will be your reindeer's legs. Now you can put that razor blade away because we are done cutting. Our next step is to attach the screw eye. Take cork number 1, which is the reindeer's body, and carefully poke the screw eye into it at about the halfway mark. Once you've broken into the cork, you can screw it in the rest of the way. It should be nice and secure. Feed your piece of twine through the eye hole and tie it off at the ends. Now you have a way to hang your ornament. Now it's time to put all of those cork pieces together to form our reindeer. Use your glue to adhere the head to the body. It should overlap the body just a little bit. This picture was taken before I put my screw eye in, but at this point you should have your screw on the back of the reindeer's body and it will be just behind the head. Once your head is dry, glue your legs to the bottom of the body, sticking out at a little bit of an angle. Next, glue your tail on and then attach the ears to the top of the head. That should be all of your cork. Step 5 is to make our antlers. For this, you will need to use 2 pieces of the brown ribbon. Take 1 piece of ribbon and make a small loop holding the bottom of the loop securely between your index and your thumb. Then make a slightly larger loop with the rest of the piece of ribbon. You might have to play around with it for a minute to get the sizes right and to make sure that you don't have any extra ribbon hanging down. Turn it upside down and then carefully glue in between the ends of the ribbon so that they're nice and secure and the antler doesn't lose its shape. Then glue it to the back of the head behind one ear. Your small loop should be in front. Once it's secure, you can make the second antler and glue it behind the other ear. We're almost done. We just need to add some final details to our reindeer. First, use a tiny bit of glue to attach the eyes and the nose. Then take your piece of yarn and cut it in half. Take both pieces and wind them around the reindeer's neck and tie it off in front to make a scarf. You can also pull apart some of the yarn that's hanging down to make it look a little bit fuller if you want to. And with that, you're done with your ornament and you have a super cute reindeer for your tree or to give out as a gift. Thanks for taking part in our Crafternoon to Go program, and I hope that you enjoyed this project. If you have any questions at all or comments, please feel free to contact us at 401-596-2877, extension 306, or by email at reference@westerlylibrary.org.